What's up, A? Sitting here having some Twitch issues. Typical. Yeah. Faves. So, I don't know, we're just getting a little, stream's almost over for today. Got about 10-20 minutes left, so just kind of showing some folks how so we've merged the hair and the head down to one single piece of geometry, and now we're just doing the final sculpting on the hair. Yeah, I changed the CPU on my task manager to not use all of them. So, I don't know. Yeah, right now this is a very high-res subtool. We're at like 4 million or something. No, maybe more. Let's see, what is that? Come on. 4 million for the head, 4.7. So it's projecting, and on this one is very, very heavy on the CPU sometimes. So the cool thing about merging these to one subtool, or one even continuous mesh, is that you can finally do like fun stuff like having the hair like touch the face and like curl on, and just kind of sculpt it in, kind of make it feel like it's feel like a sculpture, but also feel like it's not just like a head cap or something. really break up like the line. Pick a few spots and just kind of bring the hair out and across. Like, just to add that little line of hair would have been like a nightmare. To like, you know, not a nightmare, but just like annoying to sculpt and jump between two different pieces of geometry. Yeah. Hey, Lego hair has its place. But yeah, no. Not a huge fan. So usually I'll draw in a lot of these like lines and then use the clay buildup to sort of make it so that the shape isn't like a pyramid. So like it has a flat and then it dives down. So it looks more layered. So, and then like flattening it out. So it looks, so it does this down, like over and down, versus like just like a, I don't know, like a triangle sticking up. So, because like right now the highlight is, instead of like a V here, I mean, V's do exist in the, you know, in hair, that's fine. But trying to get rid of some of this extra edge on that one. This way the hairline is highlighting like a bright highlight on the top, and then you get like a nice little shadow on the front. And so we just got to do that about 7 million more times, and then we're done. So it goes pretty fast. And to be honest, as you work your way back to the back of the head, you can get a little bit more lazy. A little bit. Not completely, but just a little bit. And then, you know, where the hair starts, I like to add a lot of like little lines. And then they kind of like fade off. This is where like the skull was kind of sticking through, so I have to clean that up a little bit. Sometimes you have to like redraw these areas a few times because the topology is kind of going some crazy directions. So you like draw a little hairline that goes across the two sort of merging surfaces, and it doesn't really like respond well because it's too deep. So you like smooth it out and do it again. Pull it out a little bit maybe with the standard and then redraw your line. Anyway, that's how I sculpt the hair. So we're getting kind of close to the end of the stream today. So if you guys have any last minute questions, definitely throw them out there. Encourage you guys not to be shy if you guys are just kind of watching but want to know something. I'll caveat, know something about what I'm doing. I think we started this stream someone asking about UVs and ZBrush, and I don't really know anything about that. How to make same semi-transparent keyboard. I don't know what you mean about keyboard, but if you're asking how to make two meshes transparent, oh, like 5 minutes. Oh, actually, no, I'm using, what is this program called? XSplit, and it has a plugin for a keyboard. So you could do the on-screen keyboard thing, but I'm using XSplit for my stream. Yeah. For sure. All right. But I thought he was asking how do you make the transparency in ZBrush work on everything at the same time. It's a good question. I find it really hard to know when I should subdivide. So the way I work with subdivisions is that I try to think about what are my current goals with sculpting. So if I'm trying to find the right shapes of the face, well, I think a general rule is always keep it as low as possible is a good like rule of thumb. So never subdivide too much, more than you need at the current time. And then also, I think a good tip is to like break your workflow up into different like goals, I guess. So like my goal right now is to sculpt very high resolution detail on the hair. So now is the time to like subdivide the shit out of my model. But like last week, I wasn't doing like little lines and stuff. So I keep it much lower where I can't even achieve this type of sculptural detail on the whole model. So I think one of the overall goals is that you want to have enough topology to do certain phases. So and there's no real other guide than knowing like where you're at with the sculpture and then kind of working from there. So and the thing with subdivisions, like once you have subdivision levels, you know, that's like you're already at a point where you can quickly go up and down between the subdivision levels and, you know, adjust your primary shapes and then jump back up and adjust your tertiary shapes. So you're able to go up and down, but just something to keep in mind when working is that too much adjustment of your primary shape can mess up all your detail. So yeah, I think that's pretty close for me to shut down too. I got a meeting at 1 o'clock, so gotta end a little bit sooner than the actual cutoff time. Apologize for all the Twitch, I don't know, loss of stream today. I don't know what happened. Cool, guys. Well, that's today's stream. So I don't made some progress, but not a lot. We'll be back Friday. I'll be back on Friday to finish this sculpture up. So I might jump on the stream, my personal stream at Poly Sculpture later this week. To sort of churn through the rest of this hair stuff and finish up the other modeling, because I got to get it printed this weekend for this Formlabs Fuse conference that I'm speaking at next week. So the goal is to get her done and printed by the weekend. So if you guys want to see more of her sculpture progress, just make sure to check out my personal stream, Poly Sculpture, and then we got a great lineup of artists that are coming on later on the Pixelogic stream. So be sure to check out the new additions to the stream as well. So we have some great new guys coming on to join us. The ever so growing Pixelogic stream. So, and if you guys, you know, don't have ZBrush or whatever, you just want to start sculpting and playing around, they have like a 45-day trial, which is really fun to use. And you could download that and start playing around and have some fun. Because that's all I do in ZBrush. I have fun. So thanks for coming to the stream. I know we did it a little earlier today, but Friday we'll be back at 12 to 2. So, and also check out everyone else's streams down below. So thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.